Hey, good morning. This is Stephen Fluke with Zillow Home Loans, and this is the Mortgage Minute. This week, I wanted to go over community property states. It is actually uncommon to have a community property state. It does have definitely have some impacts on a mortgage loan. The first piece that causes loan officers the most stress is the fact that we have to count the non-borrowing spouse's debt on government loans. So FHA, VA, USDA for anybody that does them. So what that means is we have to pull the credit report for the non-borrowing spouse and we have to add that debt to the borrower's debt. So if the reason the spouse is not on loan is because they have extraordinary debt, then that's going to be an issue. If they're not on the loan because they have low credit, we don't care. Their credit score that doesn't come into play. It is only their debt that comes into play. So that's the first hurdle with community property. The second hurdle is more nuanced. In the buyer's application, they have a choice of saying separated. That does not exist in a mortgage loan. Even though the government puts separated as a category, when we talk to them, we have to say, are you divorced or not? And so most of the time, the divorce is pending when they put separated on there. And there it becomes a little bit touch and go on how we can proceed with the loan. If they've just got it started, like they got in a big fight and they just walked out that night and they want to buy a house, the to-be ex is going to have to sign on some of the loan documents. We might have to have that ex's debt put into the loan. If they're a little bit further along and there are some judgments and some preliminary documents, we can get some documents from the lawyer to help that proceed, but it's still not a slam dunk. So it's important to know what stage the buyer is in. Sometimes we'll be forced to do a conventional loan just to keep the ex's debt from being counted. So, and that is a recourse for us. It's only the government loans that force the debt on there. But it can be hairy, and it is definitely something to watch out for. And we tread lightly just because it is an emotional time for the buyers, but it's also important that we know what the status is. So there's a lot of gray area there. So give me a call if you ever have any questions, and we will be happy to help. All right, have a great weekend, and I will be here if you need anything.